Come on in, everybody. I gotta tell you guys something. You're not gonna believe what happened. You won't believe what happened. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, Carol. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Mm. Hello there. I'm doing great. How are you? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Well, I had an incident that happened yesterday, and I'm mad about it. And I'm gonna tell everybody about it. Hopefully, we get more people to come in. For those who are not at church, I just got back from church, and I'm tired. Mm. Oh, good afternoon. Hey, Britta, how you doing? Oh, sorry, y'all. I just got back from church and I'm relaxed and I'm so tired from that trip. You know how isn't it funny how people say they're going on vacation? When you go on vacation, you're like big exhausted. Like I'm going on this cruise in October. I ain't gonna get no rest. I'm not gonna get any rest. Good afternoon. I'm not gonna get any rest. I promise you. Once we get 20 people in here, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. Please, guys, please hit the like button, please, if you can. Thank you. Yeah, I want y'all to hear what happened. You won't believe it. All right, we got four more. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for the views and the likes, the hate and the positive vibes because we're almost at 20,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're almost there. A lot of you guys are watching and you're not hitting the subscribe button, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to help me get to my goal. A lot of you watch and you don't log into your Gmail. Some people say, "Well, I don't have a YouTube account." Yeah, you do. That's your Gmail. Your Gmail is your account, whether you created a channel or not. You just have to, create. You have to log. If you're watching me and you're not logged into Gmail, then you need to log in, and then you'll be able to. I appreciate it, Michelle. So listen to this, y'all. So for those who don't know, some of you've heard it before, some of you haven't. I work for Marriott, and I get Marriott discounts. I very seldom give people let people use my discount. I just don't because I take a chance in someone fucking it up for me. So I never really. I very seldom let people use my discount because somebody always fucks it up some kind of way. They mess it up. They do something they're not supposed to do. I've had so many incidents where people, like, I had one time I had a family member and I said, if you have an issue at the hotel, come to me and let me handle it. It was my sister. It was a long time ago. Now, mind you, the room was $35 a night. And she had the nerves to complain about the parking. And then get an attitude. And I instantly put up my finger and said, excuse me one second. Tell my sister, come over here to the right over here. I said, if you ever in your life disrespect these people, these employees I'm working under, you're not gonna have me to lose my discount because of your smart ass mouth. These rooms are regularly $80 to $90 to $100, $80 to $90 to $100 a night, and you think you finna come here and complain about the fucking parking? You go get your own goddamn room, okay? That was a sister. I had other incidents, but I'm not gonna go into it, okay? So let me tell y'all what happened this weekend. Good morning. Let me tell you what happened this weekend. And by the way, thank you to all of the who sent something to me while I was out of town. Unfortunately, I did come on. Let me tell y'all what happened. Um, I forgot to take my money off one of my cards, and um, and when I woke up Saturday morning, AT&T had took money out. I forgot I was going to pay cash. I was going to pay it later, a bill. And when I woke up, they took off all my money off my card for my room. But I had two rooms. My best friend was in the other room, so I was okay with that because I did post that I needed somebody to send me some money. But I'm okay. I'm good. So anyway, that's why when I go out of town, you never know what's going to happen when you go out of town. You just never know, And hell, I just paid rent just like y'all. Payday ain't the next week or week after, whatever. So I just like anyway, I got that out the way. I got this straight. I'm good. So I just went to the room next door because the people I went out of town with, they changed plans anyway. We were supposed to come back Sunday. Them hoes decided they want to come back yesterday. All right, that's a whole nother story. So they room that I got them, y'all, at the Marriott was $45 a night. 45 plus tax. $10 for parking, $20 incidentals. It depends on which hotel you go to. The Fairfield Inn is where I had them. I was at the Courtyard. The Fairfield Inn, their incidentals, which is like they just put that on your card for incidentals, just for like if you get something from their cafe or whatever, you get it back if you don't use it, right? Um, so let me put it like this: without the discount, it came out to almost $150. With the discount, the room was less than 100. It was 45 plus taxes. Do you know them motherfuckers called me this morning and said, um, how much was the room? I didn't get an email. Of course you're not gonna get an email. It's not in your name, it's in my name. They said, well, can you send me the copy? Yeah, I'll send it to you. What's the problem? So and so thought the room was $45. I said, get off my motherfucking phone, and don't y'all ever ask me for a discount again, because you'll never get it. You go and pay $141 for a room, because you'll never get a discount from me again. They had the nurse that think the room was just 45 fucking dollars. Are you serious? I'll never do it again. I'll never help nobody with a room again, ever in life. I'll never do it again. Nope. I'm done. I will never do it again. I'm absolutely done. If you so slow enough to think that a room is only $45, you don't deserve a discount. You deserve to pay the whole goddamn fucking room price, which is $141. Matter of fact, I looked it up. I looked up, and then when I sent them the copy, they said, "Oh, thank you." And then I turned around and showed them this. Hold on. I showed them what the real price of a room was. Let me see. Here it is. This is a real. No, it didn't. It didn't come out. Hold on. It didn't come out. Hold on. That's the real price of a motherfucking room. 141. When in the room that I got you was less than 100. It was $45 plus tax. Y'all don't ever do it again. Some people you just can't help. Some people you just can't help. So you really thought the room was only $45? Never again. Some people you just can't help. I mean, you have to really be slow if you think the room is only $45. Where can you get? Oh, you can get a room for $45 in Dallas. You can get a room for $45 in Dallas. Yeah, you can. With roaches, bed bugs, crime. Hello, somebody. Check out early. Oh, bitch. With my Marriott discount, you get a late checkout. Sometimes I can check out at 4 o'clock. I'm a titanium member. I can check out the next day if I want to. I gave y'all the privilege of checking out, um, the next day if you wanted to. So let this be a lesson. You can't help everybody. Let it be a lesson. If you do work for a hotel or any type of business where you can give people a discount, don't do it. Hello, Lavetta. Not even your family members, not your friends. You just can't do it. Now, Lavetta went on my cruise last year. I helped her get a room, and she'll tell you the room that I got her. She'll tell you those rooms were expensive. How much was your room, Lavetta? And I had no problems out of Lavetta. I sit there and laid the rules out for her. I said, Lavetta, this is my Marriott discount. All I want you to do is if you have an issue, come to me. I had no problems with it. I got her room, her aunt's room. They didn't say nothing to nobody. They didn't have no problems with the room. None of that. But I learned after last night, you can't help nobody no more. Not any new people. Now, Lavetta, I don't have a problem with getting her a room because I got her a room last year and there was no issue. Lavetta, I got somebody a room and they complained. They thought the room was just exactly $45 in Dallas, and I'm done. I'm not helping nobody else. I'm not doing it again. I'm never, baby. Go pay a full price for a room. Go pay a full price. I'm never gonna do it again. I'm done. I got rooms in New Orleans our for our cruise. $45 for a room in New Orleans, in the Bourbon Street area. The room is regularly almost $200 fucking. No, I'm done. I'm never gonna do it again. Oh my! Somebody died in my family, and we don't have enough money for the room. Nope. You can't help. Go get a tent and stay outside because I'm not helping nobody else no more. I'm done. After this morning, that phone call I got, I'm done. I'm not doing it again. Ever. Nope. So that's what I wanted to tell y'all. And Lavetta, I'll tell you who it was later because I never know who watches my channel. So I'm gonna tell you when me and you talk. And then I'm mad because we were supposed to come back. The whole plans was to come back Sunday. They changed the plans at the last minute. So even though the AT&T took all that money off my card, and it wasn't my payday week, and I had already reserved. I reserved two rooms, one for my best friend. My best friend I never have any problem with him. He's actually on the Marriott plan as well, but he doesn't get my plan. He doesn't get my discount. He gets another discount because they have more than one discount. So like my discounts, the rooms could be 45. He may have to pay 60 or 50 for a room. Or if the room is 100, he may have to pay 50 and I pay 45 or 65. It just depends on which hotel. Because our Marriott's, they have, all different hotels. So yeah, it's like I've had other issues, but I can't say on here because they might be watching. I just can't do it no more. I can't. Like, you really thought a room was $45 and that's it? And when they called me, I said, okay, it's fair. I do have to send you the bill so you can see what they spent. Well, they charged me $75 for the room. Well, the room was 45, parking, taxes, all of that. I start not to even respond to them and just send them the bill and don't say it. But I said, I'll never do it again. I'll never help anybody else again with a hotel room, except people I've helped before that I'd had no problems with. But new people, I'll never do it again. I'm done. That's it. That one person messed it up for everybody. Just like these homosexuals in New Orleans that's going around doing all this goddamn fighting at the red dress event. I saw it yesterday, videos all over the internet. I don't know what it is about these. I don't know I'm not saying that white gays don't fight, Mexicans don't fight, but I don't know what it is. I know what it is. But you black LGBTQ people give me a bad fucking name. I'm sick of it. Read your comment. Let me go back, Brenda. I'm sorry. I don't see. Sometimes the comments don't go through. For some reason, I don't know why. The only one I saw, Brenda, was good afternoon. Is that the one you're talking about? So it's just like y'all gonna mess up that whole red dress event. They had a big old fight last year. Like we just they just can't come together and hey AW, they just can't come together and just have a good time. And then y'all homosexuals go down there with these red dresses on. You don't even have a tag on your damn dress. You just down there. You're chasing men. You're not chasing. You're not running for a cause. You're running for men. It's sad. Y'all gonna mess up that whole red dress event with all that fighting they doing. I mean, a big old brawl. Listen, I understand that people drink. Have a good one. I understand that people drink and They get drunk, and that happens. People get in their feelings and stuff. But every time you look up, there's a bunch of black gays, and there's going to be a big fucking brawl, and it's sad. Please know that it's not all gays that do that, but a lot of this new generation, they watch all these baddie stuff, the shit that go on TV. I ain't like that. That's not my generation. We don't do shit like that. And to all you gays that are watching me, shame on y'all that go out just to fight and brawl. Shame, shame, shame on y'all. You need to be fighting. You need to be fighting a way to try to get your fucking voter registration card because they don't like us any goddamn way. They're fighting your ass and you're fighting each other. I just read your comment. Your comment said, PT, did you read my comment? Some comments don't go through. What did you say? You said like, read. You said like and subscribe, I think. You stupid. Some of you stupid young gays are so stupid. You're out here fighting one another, and they're fighting your ass as I speak. They're changing the rules just so you're not able to even hang out at a damn gay bar. We were fighting for our rights, but now y'all fighting each other. Make it make sense because it doesn't make sense. Anyway, hello, California. It's absolutely sad. And that's why I'm not in the club business anymore because we could never keep a club open because y'all want to fight each other all the time. I understand that fights happen every but they don't be fighting, they be brawling, pulling out guns and knives and machetes and like what? Bear mace and what? And you wonder why the large white gay bars have the Latin nights. They have the Latino nights, and sometimes they have the Asian night, but you ain't gonna have no black night. Mm, nah, because y'all not gonna know how to act, and you brought it on yourself. I'll say this, and I gotta go. We had okay. I got it. Some of you have heard this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. Back in the day, on the Strip in Dallas, we had a little. We've never had a predominantly black place, where we can listen to our music. Because a lot of the white bars, yeah, no ninja night. So the majority of the wait a minute, Lavetta Luckett, were you on here the other night? When I don't think that was you on here the other night. Were you on here the other night and accidentally blocked somebody? No, your dad is RuPaul. Anyway, let me finish what I was saying. I've told the story many times, but I got to say it again because I want y'all to listen to this, and I won't be long. Uh, so on the Strip in Dallas, the gay area. Okay, it wasn't you, it was somebody else. It's somebody I need to go in. It wasn't you, but it's somebody it was somebody that had a blue name. I'm gonna block their ass once I find out who it was because it was on my live and I was doing the show and I asked them to, hey, aren't you a moderator? Can you block these people? And they got off the live. Oh, okay. I'm gonna find out who that was. I'm gonna block their ass. I'm gonna remember who they were when they come back on my live, and I'm gonna block them. But anyway, let me say this. So we've never had in Dallas in the gay area, we never had a club where they catered to black music and because in the white bars they're not going to play all night. They're not going to play all night black music. They'll play a black song here, a black song there. And when I started that night, it was basically R&B. It wasn't the hip hop. It wasn't the hardcore F you bitch motherfucker. No, I don't like that kind of music anyway. It was the Jamie Foxx, um, you know, uh, unpredictable. It's a Beyonce, the good stuff, the good music. And for some reason, when I moved to Atlanta, and then when I moved back and I took back over the bar, um, the music had changed, and it was ratchet. Like I can't stand. I hate when I get in the Uber and the Lyft and they change it to put on some fucking rap. I'm like, what the fuck? Can you put on some Earth, Wind, and Fire if you're gonna play something black? Or can you put on some 70s music or 80s music? I don't want to hear no goddamn rap. So we didn't have a spot. So I came up with this spot, and it was packed every night. It was flawless. That club was it was we had I had a Thursday, I had a Sunday, and a Thursday night. All of a sudden, everything the music changed, and I kept telling the owner, we gotta change the music. I told the owner we have to change the music. But the owner was all he was about this. He was about the money. I said, if you don't change this music, you're gonna fuck your club up. All this fuck this bitch, whole motherfucker. This music right here is gonna bring out the ratchet. And we're on the strip. And let's just keep it real. These white homosexuals ain't going for this shit. They not going for this fighting in the street, cussing each other out. They not going for this. They not. He wouldn't listen to me. Moving forward, every night that we closed, Thursday or Sunday, there was a big brawl down the street, around the corner. So they're going to pin it on us because it was on our night. It was on our night. I would get on Facebook. I would plead with them because y'all fucking with my other job. It once had, you're right. And I said, y'all fucking with my other job. Which shit, I was making more money at the club than I was on my regular job. I mean, club business was good for me back in the day. They wouldn't listen to me. They didn't care. And a lot of times it wasn't everybody. We had some very, very intelligent, professional people that would come to the bar, but they like going there because it was on the strip, and you know they like going to the strip because you can leave there and go to the country and western bar. You can go over to the predominantly white bar where they have the shows. You have all these different bars, and and you feel safe because you're in the area, but they would not stop. And they don't realize that they were being videotaped. A lot of people who lived in that neighborhood, they had homes and condos and apartments, and then they would come down and they would record, and they would send it to the city council. You already know the city council is in cahoots with the people that's down in the gay area, which is predominantly white. There's a white gay bar down there that's been there since the 60s, the 70s, still there and still there. They have remodeled, they have added on, and and they own probably the majority of the bars down there. They own. They put money into that area down there, so they don't realize these people who own these other bars down here. They're not gonna let y'all come down here and fuck up all this shit down here with the fighting. So anyway, it was one last fight they had. The black gays was fighting each other. The women was fighting the men. It was horrible. I told my boss, I said, "Oh, they coming. Oh, they coming. I don't know when they coming, but they coming." I think like 2 or 3 weeks after that, TABC, which is ABC, depends on where y'all live. Um, ABC would come. They came, Vice, Undercover, Health Department, you name it. I would say FBI, but the FBI didn't come. But any health department, I mean, everybody came, and they pretty much gave my boss an ultimatum in so many words. If you don't get rid of these ninjas, this ninja night, we're gonna close you down. And my boss was a man who moved here from Mexico, illegal alien, and was just a dishwasher. And he got lucky and took over the club. And to this day, if he ain't a millionaire, he got to be a millionaire because he's booked big time people at his other bar that he had, you know. And when they came, They said what they said, and next thing you know, my boss was like, "Well, we're gonna have to move the bar to another bar." We had to go from the nice part of town all the way on to the way north side of Dallas because of the fights. So they messed it up for the good gays, and they messed it up for all. It's definitely the gays who come out just to have a good time. They messed it up because, bitch, if you live in South Dallas, you have to pass downtown and go out to North Dallas. And if you've been drinking, you had a few drinks, you don't want to drive from way North Dallas and go through downtown just to get back to Oak Cliff and all of that. Yeah. Well, most gay bars don't have a dress code. Of course, you can't wear flip flops or yeah, you can wear a t-shirt like that. Gay bars are a lot more laid back than the straight bars. You know, a lot of straight bars they dress up, baby. Now straight clubs, they ought to be shaming themselves too because they charge too damn much. $80 a park, $80 to get in, $80 for a drink. Mm. I'm about to tell you, Michelle. So he had a bigger bar, which was a better thing because it was a bigger bar. The bar we was in probably hold 200. The new bar hold about four. But the problem was, it was away from the area, and a lot of people like going to the area. This is no lie and no joke. This really happened. He said, I need you to book somebody so we can promote the new bar. I said, okay, I got somebody. We're gonna bring in Tiz Madison. So we brought in Tiz Madison. She was wonderful. She was great. She hold on, y'all. I hit the wrong button. That's my phone, guys. I didn't mean to do that. Who did I block? Did I block somebody? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. I don't have my case on my phone, so my phone is real sensitive when I hit something. All that didn't matter, y'all. The enforcement and all that, it didn't matter because you remember now when we was on the strip, a lot of those people didn't even come to the bar. They would come from home around about 1 o'clock, 1:30, come down there and wait till the bar to close out, and they come down there to fight and uh, do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I knew Tess Madison. I met her when she came to my bar. So when she came, um, she was really nice. She was to appear that Friday. I still got the resume, not the resume. I still have the contract in my email. So she was supposed to come. They know she was coming that Friday, but she actually came that Thursday for my show, and everybody was shocked. And me and her, we rode around that day and everything, and we had a good time. So that Thursday night she comes in, she comes to the side door. People are like, "Oh my God, Tiz Madison's here. I thought she was coming Friday." No, boo, she's here now. So she comes in, we sit around, have a few drinks, we laughing and talking and stuff. And then she leaves, and around about 1 o'clock, a fight breaks out. Shooting, fighting, people running over people. My boss wasn't there. We didn't have security that night. That was his fault because he just got this night started, but we had security for T.S. Madison for the next day. We had cops and everything, but you can't. Oh yeah, my boss doesn't get involved. He's straight, so he didn't get. He doesn't get involved with the celebrity stuff. He just books the talent, and we do all the rest. He's a straight guy. He doesn't get into all of that. I think he met her though. I think he did meet her. But anyway, so the police comes, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The police asked me, "Is this the same crowd from Havana's?" I said, "Yes, sir." And TS was gonna cancel. She didn't cancel, but she was gonna cancel because it was Hello Canada. It was on the news, y'all. It was horrible. It was bad. But anyway, I just came on to tell y'all that yeah, it was real bad. I just came on, and they still, and look, the club is still open. The club, the bar I was telling you about, not the one that the new one, but the old one, the one I was at in the beginning, it's still there. They still got their Latin nights and everything. They still there. We could have still been there if we hadn't been doing all that fighting. They wouldn't stop fighting. So anyway, appreciate everybody. I did go to church this morning. I just didn't go live. I'm tired. It was a long day. So for those who tuned in late, the reason why I said I'll never do this again was the people that I took with me to Dallas, what I wrote with them for my interview. And I don't know anything about the interview yet. I don't know because I just did the interview. You about to go to church? What time is it? Oh, you must be in California. So I got them a Marriott discount. Is it a good bar now? Oh yeah, I mean it was a good bar before we came over there, and before they started playing all that ratchet music. And now I will give the Latin Spanish people this: they fight too. The Latin Spanish people gonna fight. They fight because a lot of them think they think they call each other the N word, and they money, and they listen to hip hop too. Now this club is there's a Spanish gay bar in Dallas, but they don't play any type of English music. But the bar I worked at is a different type of Spanish crowd. They into the hip hop and all that kind of stuff. They don't want to call each other the N words and and they be like, "Money," and I'm like, "Girl, what?" But they're still there. The bar's still there. Still there. It ain't going nowhere. That man was not gonna lose his family business behind a bunch of people who didn't know how to oh yeah, I love house music. Um they was not gonna lose their bar to a bunch of ratchet people who didn't know how to act. That's why they moved the crowd. Yeah. And this is no lie. I swear y'all. This is the God honest truth. I'm gonna change the name of the bar because I don't want nobody looking the bar up and calling the bar. Well, you can't call them anyway because they don't have a phone. I'll say Club Zapata is what I'll say. I'll just say Club Zapata. I'm walking to the bar the other night and someone says, "Thank you, Michelle." So I'm walking in the bar Friday night. Someone says, "Hey, PT, oh my God, I miss you. When are you gonna come back and open up Zapata?" I said, "That'll never happen, baby. They already open, but we'll never be over there again. That's history." You know, so, and we have to realize a lot of white people get away with a lot of things that blacks can't get away with. It's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but it is. They had a straight bar. Yeah, listen, y'all straight black men ain't straight black people ain't no different. Cause, baby, I've seen some nice black straight bars that get shut down for all the fighting and stuff. Yes, thank you, Alma. Thank you, everybody. But I love house music. If they played house music all night, we'd still be there. We'd still be there. Because the house music is about love and peace and togetherness. And when I used to live in Virginia, that's all they played was house music. I love house music, and even old school black music is about uplifting one another and whatever. But it's sad. If you don't believe me, go pull up Black Gay Pride Atlanta, Black Gay Pride DC. Most of the time, all you see is fighting, and it's sad. Well, ain't no use to me talking about it because they're not going to change. But I wouldn't do it. When I go out to bars and stuff, first of all, that I worked in bars for a long time, I know how to try to avoid problems. If somebody step over my foot, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it, you're good. Now, if somebody come and push me over, that's a different thing. Well, first of all, if they push me over, they're going to jail because I'm a senior. Okay. Um. So, but some people, some people go to the bar just to fight. They don't know how to. A lot of people don't know how to handle their liquor. Some people don't know how to handle their liquor. That's the problem. So, all right, guys, I gotta go. I'm tired, man. I had a long weekend, but I'm going back to Dallas. And when I go back to Dallas, I'm gonna go to the bar that I was telling y'all about. I'll go inside, show y'all the club that I used to work at for years. And they always ask me, a lot of people ask me, when you coming back to Dallas? I'm never coming back to Dallas. I don't guess. I don't guess I am. As long as my mom is living, I'll never. And I hate living in a small town. But my mother's way more important than Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or anywhere else, because you only get one. That's it. You get that one chance of having a mother and a father. Some people don't get along with their mama's fathers. I understand that, but so I'll see y'all later. By the way, we did 10,000 views last night. Whoa! With my crazy ass. And I know you guys can't see this, but I'm trying to figure out why the comments don't come up. Oh, I want to go to Puerto Rico. I've never been. I'm trying to figure out why the comments don't come up. Once I finish my live, I need to look into that. I don't know if it's in my settings or do they just don't come up. When you guys watch other people's lives after they've done the live, do the comments come up? Yeah, I don't think they come up with anybody. So if they do come up with other people, maybe it's in my settings, and I gotta change that because I love these comments. Oh, okay, good. Let me change it. Yeah, let me change it because I want everybody to hear some of these. Oh, okay, let me change it. Oh, somebody said no. I think you're a troll, Greg. You're a troll. Sometimes they do. Okay. Well, I'll check my settings. I'll see if it's in my settings. Yeah, I'll check my settings. Yeah. As they doing that. Yeah, when they're doing it, it does come up, but I want them to come up. Yeah, when it's over. I'll go check my settings. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see y'all this afternoon. Okay, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there, baby. We're gonna celebrate. And okay, Gregory, I'm just saying, I gotta change the name of my show. I have to change it because even though it says PT's point of view, I don't just do. I still do the gossip, but I'm doing these skits. So I'm trying to figure out what name I can come with. Yeah. Oh, you can't reply after it's over? Really? Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I think you already subscribed. Yeah, when the video's over, you can't see the comments. I'm just looking at the camera, talking to everybody, and it was like, what is? Yeah, but maybe it's in my settings. I'll go and look, and I'll go and look at some other people's lives and see when they finish. Can you see? Yeah, you can comment in the. Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, when the live is over, you can comment. Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go. I got some baked chicken in the kitchen. I need to go get to. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about PT. I looked for PT's TD, but there's a lot of PT TVs. I thought about PT's. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what name to come up with. We'll figure. We'll come up with something. Okay, guys. Because I have to change the 20. But when I do 20,000 subscribers, I have to change the name. No, cruising. They don't have nothing to do with what I do. Okay, you said we can't. Yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, you can't yet. Oh, my favorite color is purple. Hmm. I'm trying to think. I want no. I want something to match with PT. I thought about PT TV. PT's TV. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Yeah, I'll come up with something. I gotta go. I'll see y'all later on. Okay, y'all be good. Take care. Bye bye.